Atlas is currently developed as a web-based platform. Now, it can be used on any device, whether it's a Mac, a PC, or a laptop, an iPad, a BlackBerry device, it doesn't matter. The concept, though, is wherever you have the web in your hands, you're going to be able to use Atlas to better your sales productivity, and that's the key.
Atlas means simplicity, it means organization, it means transitioning into a new era of what we do as a career choice.
I can price, I can do a proposal, I can fill out the paperwork, I can do it all with one quick, easy click of buttons.
Atlas has changed the way that I sell and changed my daily processes.
Atlas basically for me is working smarter, not harder.
This will make your life easier. This is amazing.
Prospecting used to be tedious. Atlas has made it fun. I pull up to a business, I do a 5-mile radius search, I search for other restaurants, maybe that we have, maybe that are terminated, maybe ones that I didn't even know existed that now I can find. So I pull this and I walk into my appointment, I sign up my client, I come out, and I know where to go now. It's not like, okay, well, where am I gonna walk into now? I know where to go. I know more about their company than I've ever known in the past before I even walk in the door, and it's thanks to Atlas.
After Atlas places this information in my hands, I've got so much to go on. I can go in and see what kind of volume they do. I can understand what kind of restaurant they are, and I can pick up on what their average ticket may be. So I walk in, I've got the upper hand now. He doesn't realize I know as much about his business as he does. And so I can walk in with a proposal that I've never spoke to the owner before.
Prospecting has never been easier than using Atlas. Simply pick a city or state you want to search around that you want to work at. Choose the radius, and then select some business types that you want to look into. Use the Heartland search to identify what merchants around that area we currently have as clients or targets. As you can see in Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, we have several clients and several terminated clients. But if I want to expand my mind and look at additional targets that I might be able to call on, I simply click Try Harder. Atlas goes out, finds new business opportunity, and puts them into my results. I can then map my results, and I can even go down to the street level.
Atlas makes my life easier. Teaches me on pricing and margin. It's just, that's my biggest thing. And then the prospecting is next.
With Atlas, I can come in and feel 100% confident that my proposal is dead on and not that I'm guessing and that I'm worrying about, am I a couple percentage basis points off? And it completes the circle for me. It gives me that professional feel, and I'm no longer guessing on pricing. It covers my basis points, my transaction fee, the whole 9 yards for me.
Doing an analysis used to take a lot of time. Now it takes a few minutes. Collect 3 bits of information: volume, total fees, number of transactions. Let Atlas do the rest. It's going to tell you how much margin you have on the table, and it's going to let you know your maximum and minimum GMO. Set the savings that you'd like for your merchant. Let Atlas readjust. Save your analysis. And create a powerful visual representation of savings and fees.
Atlas, with managing my pipeline, has helped me manage getting my wins. Say I need $3,000 more, I can go straight to my pipeline and it's all right there in alphabetical order, and I can look and exactly see how much margin each of these deals are. So when I'm looking at it, I can actually basically strategize how to get my win. I can look at 1 or 2 deals, that's all I need, no problem. I got 6 right here that have the margin that more than will get my win.
Before I had Atlas and I first started with Heartland, I walked down the street, I wrote every account that I possibly could, so I didn't care whether it was a gift shop, convenience store, or what. And I came home, faxed it all in every night. Every morning I would wake up about 6. I would go into my computer, pull up every email from all the pins and find out what all I had to do, make another trip, get it initialed, refax it in, and I don't have to do that anymore.
One of my big obstacles with Heartland was I was working more hours than I needed to work, and everybody was talking about flexibility, but I was spending lots of time fixing my mistakes, and I've got a 2-year-old little girl. She would be there and she's growing, and I felt like I was missing some things in our life, those late nights reading a book. But yet I had an appointment the next morning, had to get it in. Atlas has kind of cleared that up for me. I no longer have those problems. I don't really struggle with the pins. It's provided the information that I need and giving me the time.
Planning your day with your pipeline has never been easier with Atlas. Select your relationships and set preset views of cities you work often to be efficient with your time. These are my Princeton businesses. I'm gonna map these results. And today I'm gonna work the businesses right in the center of Princeton for an efficient business day.
The way that I've been doing paperwork for 6 years is the press hard, pen and paper, fill out 3 pages of an application, and then another form, and then another form, and then another form. I've been doing this for a very long time. Now that I've been using Atlas, I can type in a phone number. I can type in a phone number and it's gonna populate everything that I need. Creates an entire packet for me. I'm never, ever, ever gonna do paperwork the other way again. There's no question.
With the Atlas product, what we've done is gone from a cumbersome, incredibly difficult type of paper trail to putting it all together in a little case. And that has changed the world that I live in, and hopefully it'll change the world that everybody else lives in. So,
Paperwork with Atlas has never been easier. Simply go to your merchant and click on the Forms button. Select the credit card application packet. Atlas pulls together every form you need to board your merchant, from the cover sheet to the equipment setup. A completely editable application packet with all your necessary information and the ability to sign on the screen. Touch and email your application to the Service Center.
The way that Atlas helps regarding pins is it saves you trips running back and forth. Whenever you fill out the information, the first time it pulls everything in, it pulls in your pricing, everything that you want in there. It will fill out the forms, complete them if it's whatever type of equipment is, if it's HPS Connect or whatever, it'll pull in the right forms that you need or give you the list of documents that you need to complete it. You don't want to leave there without that, so you don't have to go back and make another trip or waste time doing what basically I've done up to this point.
Reducing pins. Boarding an application in Atlas is simple. With a few clicks, you can load the analysis you did previously, and it will tell you what your margin is, if you're signing bonus eligible, the risk level, as well as the GMO. Adding card types of American Express and Discover are as simple as a few clicks. Discover, Amex. All 1-point rules are included. Answer your underwriting questions, find out what risk level your account qualifies at, finish the merchant details, bank info, and site inspection. And we will return the boarding talks that you are required to gather to board this account. Reduce pins by answering more questions within Atlas and make your sales life easy.
one of the pieces about Atlas that impressed me the most was that I was able to, have a customer get involved in the technology that we were using. In other words, they were participating in a whole new way because they were able to sign on my iPad on the screen, imprint themselves onto what I was fortunate enough to be part of, which was the first completely paperless application that we were able to generate. And it was just, I was so excited to send that paperwork in. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen later, but I knew that it was like, wow, this is real. This is really happening.
Now that I have Atlas as a tool in the field, we are completely different than we used to be. I sit down with a merchant and I present them with my iPad, and we go through Atlas and we look at all of the paperwork and all of the documents, and our merchants get really excited. They're used to seeing the old pen and paper way, and now we've got this really new hot tool that people think, wow, that company is really tech savvy. They must know what they're doing. And it just creates a sense of excitement with the customers. And it also gives us another point to talk about.
With Atlas, we're able to hone in on a rate or a savings amount, and it's a huge difference. It gives us that professional feel, and it brings that professional look to the table when I'm talking to merchants.
Atlas makes me look good. I'm not walking in with a bunch of paperwork. I'm walking in, I'm carrying an iPad. I look smart, I look great, I look very up to date on all the latest technology, the latest uses for the technology, and we don't look like the other credit card companies walking in a sweaty old guy with a briefcase full of paperwork.
So you've seen Atlas. It's a powerful tool we've placed in the hands of our RMs. It's got phenomenal tools for the pricing aspect on site with a merchant with extreme preciseness. It's got phenomenal prospecting tools that's going to allow our RMs to see their world and their streets in America in a new way. It's got the ability to collate all of their forms and eliminate their frustrating pins and return trips to their clients that frustrate them. Atlas really does bring together the RM's world in a new way, and it brings a new life to the organization.